Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 6 game preview, and we're going to be going over the Redskins versus the Miami Dolphins. You know, what the best part about this game is one of them isn't going to lose. One of them is going to be a winner. Or maybe they'll tie, because that's kind of how football goes now. A lot more ties than I like. They should be able to finish out the game. You know what? I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to give you what you want. Got to give the people what they want. Yeah. Thank you, Jalen Rose. Anyways, Case Keenum. Not Case Keenum. Let me actually start with the over-under. So the over-under is going to be 42 points. They don't expect a lot of points scored here. It's not the worst over-under I've ever seen, but it's definitely no Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers game. The spread is -4 Washington, so they expect Washington to win by 4. Interesting. Case Keenum got injured, but he should be back in the lineup. Before he got injured, he had 20 fantasy points, 17 fantasy points. I mean, if you're going to play him against anybody, the Dolphins might as well be it. And you're going to get that a lot from me on this game, because that's pretty much how I feel about this game. They both suck. So they both should be able to play decently well together because they're not very good. Terry McLaurin, I think they're calling him F1 because he's so fast. He's been playing great. 17 points, 19 points, and he had a game off. And now then he had 8 points. That was meh. That wasn't the best of games. I believe he's going against the Patriots, so I didn't expect anything. But now he's going to be shadowed by Xavier Howard. Now, Xavier Howard hasn't been playing great all year, but he is a good shadow cover or corner, so I would watch out for that. I like him this week, but I'm not playing him in daily just because if Xavier decides to show up, I don't want to have him on my roster. I'm not touching Paul Richardson or any of those people. Adrian Peterson is playable, though. I believe that they're going to run Adrian Peterson into the ground. I think the coach said something along the lines of like, I don't know, basically the team that runs the ball more wins the game. It's like, yeah, but they tend to run the ball more because they're winning and they're trying to hold the lead, so they run it to waste the clock. But whatever kind of logic you want to use, your professional coach. That being said, Adrian Peterson's a good play, and I actually think he's a good play in daily fantasy as well. The Dolphins they give away the most fantasy points to running backs. 32 fantasy points. That is amazing. I also think Chris Thompson's playable because of the same reasons I just gave. Other than, actually, I'm not starting anybody else on this team. Now let's go to the Dolphins. 1 second. The Dolphins didn't play in week 5. 1 second. All right. They really want to win games because they're starting Josh Rosen, who is hot garbage, and 11 fantasy points a game last week. Not playing him. Devontae Parker, I think, is playable. The Redskins allow the third most fantasy points to wide receivers at 30 points, so I think that he's playable. I also think that Preston Williams is playable. He had 4 receptions for 7 targets for 46 yards. Devontae Parker actually played well, though. 17 points, 4 for 4, 70 yards and a touchdown. That's pretty good. I think Kenyon Drake is also playable in this game. The Redskins give up the 7th most fantasy points against the running back at 21.6, so you like that. I play them. And that is going to do it for the... I'm not playing either of their defenses. I think that if I had to pick one, I'm picking Washington. But I don't think either of them are going to be too great. And that's going to be it. I'm going to wrap it up quick. If you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Fantasy Bay, I'm out.